you do any writing with AI and you put it through an AI detector, more likely than not, your writing is going to come out as 100% AI generated. And so I'm going to show you exactly how you can create a custom humanizer skill to pass any AI detector and come out as 0% AI generated. So if you look at a lot of AI writing, you'll notice that there are a lot of different tells and signs that prove it's AI writing, but just one singular M dash or one singular sign is not going to prove it's AI writing. It's actually a lot of different signs put together that cause your writing to be detected as written with AI. So if we go through a few of these, you actually might recognize some of these signs. For example, the most common one being M dashes right here. You'll see this all over the place with AI writing. It's gotten a little bit better with newer AI models, but in the past, it was just all over the place. Then we have something like the rule of three overuse. So it'll say something like this, that, and then this. And then there's something that's a little bit more obvious, like chatbot leakage. So great question, or I hope this helps. But that's something that's very easy to notice and remove. If you ask AI to write something, it'll probably not include things like this. And then there are structural tells, and this is probably one of the most difficult things to spot in AI writing. So uniform sentence length, no opinions, just reporting, fragmented headers, manufactured punchy fragments, no hedging or uncertainty. Because with this, there's no actual character or phrase that's being said that will give it away. And again, just one of these signs is not enough to prove it's AI writing, but multiple signs put together is what will give it away as AI writing. So what's the best solution? And that is to create our own humanizer skill, which will compile all of those signs together and basically tell Claude like, hey, these are all the signs, don't use them when writing anything. So open up Claude in the web app or in the desktop application, and in a new chat, you can write something like, I want to humanize all of my writing. Search online for all the Wikipedia pages, articles, and websites that mention all the most common signs of AI writing, and then outline each one of them here. So we can send that off, and now it's going to do just that. It's going to basically find all of those signs of AI writing that I was showing you in the diagram, and it's going to write them all out here. And now when it's done, you can see that it's written out basically everything that we had in that diagram. So the vocabulary tells, some certain phrases and transitions, sentence structure tells, so for example, the rule of three that I mentioned earlier, and a whole bunch of other tells that make it obvious it's AI writing. So now what we want to do is we want to make this into a skill. So go into the chat and type in /skill creator, and then type something like take all those signs and make it into a skill to avoid them when writing anything. And yeah, it's as simple as that. So let's send that off. And now Claude is going to make that into a skill, which we can then use when writing anything new. Okay, and there we go. So Claude has now created our skill for us, and you'll see in the description here, use this skill whenever writing, drafting, or revising prose of any kind for the user. Emails, essays, articles, blog posts, reports, cover letters, social posts, creative writing, or any other text meant to read as naturally written. And you'll see here that it's mentioning all the different AI signs and tells to avoid when writing anything. So all you have to do is simply click the save skill button right here, and now it's been saved directly into your Claude account. So because this skill is called Humanize Writing, now in order to invoke it, all I have to do is /humanize writing, and now I can actually prompt it to write something for me. But your skill might be named a little bit differently, so make sure to just double check this text right here for the actual name of your skill, so that you can do the / command in the chat down here. So I'm just going to use a pretty random prompt example just to get some writing. So for example, write a 500-word blog post about why remote work improves employee productivity, include an introduction, 3 main points with examples, and a conclusion. So I'm going to send that off with the Humanize Writing skill attached to it, and now let's see what it produces. Okay, there we go. So now it's completed our blog post, and just from an initial glance at the post right here, you'll notice that there are still M dashes or these dashes all throughout the text, even though we specified it in the skill not to include this. But I can guarantee if we copied and pasted all of this into an AI detector, it would still come back as 0% AI generated. But even though it comes back as 0% AI generated, to the human eye, M dashes are just a very clear sign that it's been written with AI, because I don't know a single human who uses M dashes. So real quick, let's just go back to the chat right here and just ask Claude to refactor the Humanize Writing skill to completely remove M dashes from all of its writing. So refactor the Humanize Writing skill to really specify to never use em dashes because the writing you just gave me includes em dashes. So I'm going to send that off. It's going to refactor the skill, and I'm going to get it to rewrite all of this again. Okay, so it went through the skill and noticed some of its mistakes and went ahead and fixed those for us. And it actually also went ahead and updated the blog post for me and removed all of the em dashes without even me asking it to. So now let's save that skill again, because you do have to save it again in order to replace the old one. So click upload and replace. And now let's put this blog post to the test in an actual AI detector. So let's click copy. And for this example, I'm going to be using the Quillbot AI detector, but you can test it with anything else. So let's go ahead and click on detect AI. And there we go. 0% of text is likely AI. And it is 100% human written. And there you go. That's how you create a skill to humanize all of your writing with Claude. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, consider subscribing. And if you want to skip this entire process and just download the skill that I created right here, then join my free school community. It'll be linked down in the description below. Anyways, that's it. See ya.